Feels so real, lying here with no one near and only you. And you can hear me. And I said softly, slowly.
Welcome to A Pint and Two Shots, coming to you from the G4 podcast studio, with part-time pundit and average actor Stephen Purden, and bringing a wealth of knowledge and questionable patter, it's our no-nonsense dafty Chris Toll. Completing our front three, it's the man himself, all the way from the tap end of Stevenson, it's Grado!
Welcome to A Pint and Two Shots. It's a podcast, it's a football podcast. Coming in your lugs from the G4 studios here in Wishaw with Stephen Purden,
Sicily Steve,
and
Coatbridge Chris,
Tams Braggins himself, and the champ. Oh no, man, he's not here.
What are we going to do?
That's for A Pint and Two Shots. Thanks for listening. Now will we keep going?
Don't know. Somebody wants to Benky does a favour.
Yes, what's up?
Why jump 2 doors down, see if you can see Grado.
Brunch. I'm not off.
That sounds far away.
So, Mr. Graham Stevely, aka Grado, aka the champ, aka the Maldives chin.
The champ's no here.
The champ's no here. He is Alm.
But we've got John Cena to replace him. That's a joke for the wrestling fans.
I just thought it was like, is he fading away
No,
or something?
because John Cena says you can't see me.
Alright. He follows everybody on Twitter, doesn't he, Big John Cena?
Me.
Does he? Oh.
I'm not on Twitter anymore, but he never followed
Have
me
you
when
and
I was.
John get beef?
Aye, he wasn't happy with my sectarianism back in the day.
Do you think it was John that reported you?
It was.
Hey man, I've got this guy, Chris
There's 2
Toll.
guys here, it's Crispy Toll and Greg Cole. Gotta get those motherfuckers off that Twitter.
Or I'm leaving. When Elon takes her, man, you're not letting Toll and Greco back on, are you?
I'll stop doing those. Oh, I forgot the name. Never mind.
Anyway, Grado is currently playing the part of Alm again in the new series of 2 Doors Down and is very busy and is not here.
That was funny when we went to pick him up last week.
Oh,
Came
it
out
was
dressed as Alan.
He had to put cut jeans on. Now, Grado, as you know, is quite a fashionable guy. He likes his expensive trackies and all that gear. But we better pick him up and he had a polo top on and a pair of bootcut jeans.
No, what we should have done, we should have ran a pool as to how long it would have took him to lose his wedding ring.
It was actually quicker than I thought.
What
I
was
can't
it?
believe you're out in that already.
12
No,
days or something?
Steph knows, but
Aye, Steph
right, okay,
knows.
that's
Steph
fine.
knows. I know, that's what I thought for a split
That's
second
fine.
there.
Aye.
But he told Steph. No, he didn't say he lost it to Steph.
He
So
told-
maybe we have out to me, but he said it.
Steph's listening to
He
this.
said it left it. Steph, hen, he's got the ring.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Aye, and he said it was under a mug in his trailer.
I know. He has a mug in his trailer, isn't
Right,
he?
so wait a minute, you take your ring off and you put your mug down.
Obviously, Alan's not married.
No.
Right, so
no,
he
I
doesn't wear
can't.
them.
Aye, because when I go in the River City, I take my jewellery off and I leave it on my desk.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it on my desk. But I would never put a mug on top of my ring.
I don't wear jewellery.
You don't you know?
No, I don't. And
You
I
ever
don't.
going to make an honest woman out of Sammy?
I will at some point.
When?
Tomorrow.
He's engaged?
No.
You're a scumbag.
Listen, mate.
How long you been with her?
Get a couple more sponsors on and we'll talk about it.
How long have you been with her?
9 years just
And all you do
passed,
is
man.
take her bowling for a birthday and then you put,
No, that's not all I do.
you put a fucking ring on her finger.
I take her bowling and then I take her bowling. You know what I'm talking
Oh my God, man.
about? See if she wasn't the same
Aye,
sense
I
of
know.
humour as me,
Aye,
I wouldn't
aye.
get away with stuff like that, but that's
How
fine.
is she? I seen she put on Instagram, she had a wee injury or something, she hurt herself.
Mate, she's having a nightmare now, man. Honestly.
Is that when you were bowling? Did you hurt her?
I lost my wedding ring.
Oh man, it's took a dart.
I know. Tell you what.
How long have you done?
That took 8 minutes.
There we go. No.
What happened to her?
Do you know what? She's got a repetitive strain injury in her wrist. Right? I know. Do you know what? I text my mate, the wee man, Neil Bragg's
Aye.
piece. I said, so asking him to do a wee favour for me. I says, mate, can you do me a favour? He says, I know, board, what is it? I says, going to wank me off. Sammy's hurt her wrist.
Can't believe you put the wee man before me.
Listen,
I'm not
you're a married man. You're a married man.
So is she alright?
Aye, she'll be alright.
Does she need to go in
She'll be
for,
alright.
like-
She's going in for a wee surgery on Thursday. We're recording on Wednesday just now. She's going in for a wee surgery tomorrow. But
Hey, that's why I'm still Sammy. Oh, right, come on, Sam.
GBNF.
Aye. So what you been up to anyway? What's been happening?
Apart from that, what have I done? We done the charity game
We done the charity game
on Saturday. And you'll be able to watch the highlights on the Patreon.
Patreon, which will be launching very. I feel like we say this every week.
I know.
But it is launching soon. It's just
I need
Grado's
to
a bit
tell
busy
you,
now.
It's Grado's fault, Troops.
It is Grado's fault.
It's Grado's fault.
Grado's a busy man now. He's been getting married, got the Maldives, gone filming 2 doors down. So, but it will be launching within the next
And we have got a lot of content ready to go, but we just need to...
2-3 weeks.
2-3 weeks it'll be launching. By the time it launches, it'll probably be nearly time for the next charity match. But you will get you'll get it. It will be
By the
launching
time it's
soon.
launching, it'll be 3 in a row.
That's not funny.
Not you.
We'll get to that soon, right? No, but it was the charity match, and
And it was nearly...
But a
it was,
tough
it was
game,
nearly about 7 in a row for yous.
aye,
But you get turned over this
we
time.
had a tough game, man. That's the first. The first I've lost the cup.
There you go.
The first game I've lost. The
You've
first.
played in every one, haven't you?
The first game I've scored less than 3 goals.
I know, but you did score the opening goal.
I did. I scored the opening goal,
And
but
as you'll see on the Patreon, I was doing the commentary and I
seen it.
lost my mind.
Sammy put it on our story and I seen it, and it's like I took it out and I heard you going, "That's my boy!"
I was going mad.
And I heard the wee guy, man, he always slags me. He's like, "You'll never hear the end of this now."
The commentator, Brian, he was funny, man.
Yeah,
he was good.
funny, man.
He was good.
But it was our 2 fullbacks. Well, see, like Jackie McNamara got injured after 20 minutes or so. He went off. A left back, Parmy, who's an actor, he's in River City Ways, very good player. Do you know what happened to him? But I don't know he got injured, but do you know what he's done?
Bust his willy.
He bust his willy. Not quite as bad as that. Tore his Achilles.
Seriously?
He's in crutches.
Oh my goodness.
He's in crutches. So that was a left back and a right back. Off.
Can I
I don't think we've ever recovered.
just jump in here? So see, when he came off, I was filming on the bench.
Aye.
So I was chatting away to him, and I jokingly went, "I don't want to make we've get crutches and all that, and therefore you just in case." And then I saw him after the game walking about in crutches. I thought, "Oh fuck!"
He phoned me. No, he sent us a video on Saturday night saying he phoned to get home.
Maybe out of that.
He said,
Get this one, right? So, I'm coming back to Strathclyde Park on Sunday, right? And my mate who you laugh at, Jimmy Carr, because his name's
he's
Jimmy
pals
Carr.
with Jimmy Carr.
Right, so he's put on Spotify's got this DJ thing for your car, which it's AI.
Mate,
It's
I listen
AI and
to
it talks to
every
you.
day. Hey, here's your DJ X for blah blah blah. Let's jump into a little something you were listening to back in 2021.
So, funnily enough, Wakefield comes on, right? And he's like, "Oh, I'm going down south for the 80s and 90s festival."
Aye.
He told me who was on. I was like, "That's a bit shite." He's like, "It's not the greatest this year." He says, "Last year, Wakefield was on." I says, "What night did she do?" Mate, Friday. Mate, she done the Friday, right?
So is Jimmy
what a missed opportunity.
How would she know demand in her contract Saturday night?
I bet she's double to do a Saturday.
Aye, she's maybe it's a double time if you get her on a Saturday night.
Exactly.
Saturday, I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
Do
Sunday.
Monday through Friday.
Aye, and
The
I'll do a
Saturday's
Sunday,
double.
but see if you want me on a Saturday, it's going to cost you.
It'll be 45 quid.
They're sitting there, we've got Wakefield. Much it. Keep an noise down, Ben.
apologies
We're
for
recording
that,
here.
boys, apologies.
Greg, come on. I mean, we're recording here, Ben. No,
When the Hartman Jam Jars watch.
no, man. Remember him?
Aye, God rest him.
So, as I was saying, right, Palmy sends me a video, and I'm like that to him. I kept shouting at him.
I forgot we were still on this.
I know. I kept shouting at him and he went off because I didn't want him to come off because Palmy's a good player.
Aye.
So I'm like, Palmy. It was like fucking partridge. I'm like, Dan. I'm like, Palmy. And he turns around and I was like, are you fucked? And he's like, I think so, mate. Oh, for fuck's sake. As if it wasn't even his fault either, know what I mean? But, know what I mean?
Captain.
Know what I mean?
Captain, fantastic.
Because big Brian McPhee wasn't getting a sniff because Palmy's really fast.
But you know, I thought when Berdew come on for him, I thought Berdew had a great game.
Berdew's a good player. He's good.
He's a
No. I'm getting bloody mixed up. No.
Berdew's a better player than I first thought.
No, Bungy's a good player. Berdew done all right, but I still would have preferred Palmer.
Do you know
But don't
who had
tell-
a great game?
Don't tell Berdew was. I mean, seeing him Berdew half time, man. I thought I was going to get my James Blunt kicked in, man.
Oh, wait till you see that. That'll be going on.
Honestly.
That'll be going on the leathered Patreon. Wait till you see
Because
Berdew's
when
half-time
Berdew speech, fucking half-time threats. But it's one of the ones. I thought he was joking to begin with. I was going to crack a wee joke going, "Oh, Berdew, I mean, I'll take it for you." You know what I mean? He's like, "I'm not going out of here a loser, and neither you, so get a figure out your ass." We're all sitting there like that, man.
I know. But who else is like? I thought Sanjeev Kohli had a great
Sanjeev's
game.
a good player, man. Sanjeev's good.
When he came on, he was excellent. There was a few decent players there.
No, it's one.
I'll tell you what,
They had a lot of.
Ricky Burns needs to stick to the boxing.
He didn't want his better games, man.
I don't think he made a pass there at one of his own team for the full game.
It's one of the ones, right? They had many of the ex-pros, and see, as soon as your two fullbacks went off, they just kept recycling the ball, man. We were chasing shadows.
As well.
And but Craig Beattie, man.
Big man comes on, bags too.
Aye.
But
Aye. The writing was on the wall when he turned up with that get up on, man. What was it Bungy said, man? You just fucking parked your yacht. If you just docked your yacht. He did a waffle zone in the fucking...
I know the
Aye.
3/4 length trousers and that.
What about my sitter?
Mate, there was 2 points where your sitter was bad, right?
Aye.
But see when you get scalped in the dial with a ball, man, I nearly had to be resuscitated.
Mate, honestly, right, so I volleyed it, Hutz has saved it, and it fell back to me, and I don't know why I didn't just tap it into the goal. And then before I know it, I'm on the deck, and Big Jester comes there and he's looking at me, he's like, "You alright?" And I'm like, "Man, I don't know what's going on, man." I checked my teeth are all still there, and I stood up and he's like, "Ah, you're bleeding." I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like, "My teeth alright?"
What about, who was it that tried the overhead kick?
Oh, who was it? Was that somebody, my team?
No, it was the other team.
Was it no?
Open goal.
Was it no Prince? Was it no
It
Prince?
was Prince.
Aye.
But all he needs to do is nod the ball into
Aye,
his seat, and
he's trying to
he's
go
went for the Airdrie Advertiser headlines. Know what I mean?
I seen Lee McCulloch commented on your finish, but I never seen your goal, but I'm assuming it must have been quite good.
It was a tight. If I missed it,
It was nice, man.
It was a tidy finish. He compared.
Round the goalie like Ronaldo in his pomp.
Well, Ronaldo will take definitely, man. But I think Jig was low on his estimation, but he said I was like a Rod Wallace.
Rod
I'll
Wallace.
take that. Know what I mean, I'll take that. I'll take Rod.
Aye.
One of the best free transfers in the history of Scottish football.
He's a great player for you, isn't he?
Oh,
Do you know what? I'm feeling very nostalgic today, Stevie.
aye. Do you want to do memory lane?
I do.
No,
I kind of like with memory lane. Like, you were saying that you seen a video on Instagram and it was all the old football adverts.
Aye.
And remember the one in the Brazil squad in the airport?
What was that for? Was it for France 98?
It was for Nike, but
Was it just on the
it was
cusp of France
a lead
98?
up to France '98. Aye.
Aye.
No, it wasn't because Ronaldinho was in it. Was he no?
Was it 2002? Germany?
Maybe.
Get the Google machine
No, it
going,
was-
guys.
It was a Nike ad for World Cup '98.
Oh, so Ronaldinho was in the other one.
Right, aye. No,
I thought it
aye.
was Euro 2000.
No, but the one I know with the Italian, do you remember that one? Italian football. And it's the two wee guys in the stadium. And he's going on about, my
Oh,
wife's
it's the old boy and there's a seat empty next
and
to him.
he's like, that was my wife's seat and all that. Never missed a game. These mates like that. Oh, sorry, man. He's like, she died and all that. He's like, blah, blah. He's like, none of your mates want to take your seat? And he's like, no, they're all at a funeral.
That's class. Remember the Walkers ones with Gary Lineker and Gaza as well?
Aye, that's right, man.
But the belt, there was a Beltonier one and it was Nike and it was the Demons for Hell versus the footballers.
Aye.
And Cantona puts the collar up, au revoir.
Aye.
Kicks the ball through the devil. That was great.
I was seen it a few times now, but I caught a wee bit of the other day, the United Way, the documentary, and Cantona talking, man. The guy just belongs in front of a camera.
He does. That, do you know, that reminds me of a story. So we were down in Manchester for Ryan Giggs' testimonial.
Aye.
Right?
Don't hear of him much, do you?
Not anymore. Not anymore. His brother put a stop to that, didn't he?
His brother's coining it in now, man. Paddy Power adverts,
Oh,
man.
man, Imogen.
Well,
to be fair. Hear me out. Like, that's what they say online, innit? Hear me out.
if I speak, I get in trouble, man. I prefer not to speak.
Yes, that's right.
Aye. So what you tell me you're in Manchester for?
Right, so I'm in Manchester for Ryan Giggs' testimonial, right?
For
So
Rodgers' brother's testimonial.
for Redacted's testimonial. So after the game and all that, we go back to the hotel. And it turns out it's the hotel that all the players are staying in, right?
Right. They'll buy you sweeties, not?
You know, Mortimer that used to own Victoria's,
Aye,
right?
aye.
So he was pally with my dad, right? He's turned up, he's got a pair of diamond encrusted shoes on, right?
Of course it has. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, this guy, I've never met him before, don't know who he is. I'm still a young boy at the time.
Yeah, a big deal, but wasn't he?
Aye, he was a big deal.
Aye.
He went like that to me. Chris, I've got somebody I want you to meet. So he takes me round.
Audrey?
No, right. Audrey. Oh, for Christ's sake. Right, so we go round the corner and Eric Cantona's standing there, mate. Right. And it's the first time ever
You met the king?
mate, I've never been speechless in my life, but that day I was speechless and I went up and eventually I got the guts and I says, "You're my hero.
Aye.
You're my absolute hero. Would you mind signing my top, Celtic top?"
Uh-huh.
So he signed it right in the middle. I've still got it in the house, I'll show you. Right? Just signed it in the middle and shook my hand and he said, "Thanks very much." Patted me in the head as loads of folk tend to do. Right?
Aye, but if Eric could have patted you in the Davina McCall's, you'd have let him.
It's either pat me in the head or volley me in the chest. So I know what one I prefer. Do you know what I mean? Right.
Mate, Eric Cantona.
I get that's right. So, like, a few years later, I bring it to Celtic top and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I've got a Man United top. So I copied Eric Cantona's signature onto the Man United top and sold it on eBay.
How much for?
I'm not even going to tell you. There's somebody down in Manchester delighted with their Eric Cantona jersey.
I'm not going to tell you, but let's just say I'm mortgage free now.
Yeah, I'm not even going to tell you, but let's just say redacted.
Can you just imagine you sitting there?
Mate, it was, man. It was like.
Did you write it in a bit of paper first, so you started getting it down?
Went straight on.
Did you go right for
Went
the throat
straight
right away?
on. Aye, right for the throat.
So kids, if you're watching, don't trust everything you see on eBay.
Unless it comes with a certificate of authentication. Do not buy anything that's signed on eBay. Especially if you quote price.
No, but what age were you?
Aye, I was about 14 or something.
What age were you? 31.
What is he? Last week, Stevie.
Eric Cantona, but
Aye.
he's one of the guys, right? He walks into a room, or you walk into a room and he's there. Mm-hmm. That's it. He just owns that room, doesn't he?
That's it, man.
You look at him and go, holy.
Exactly. He did end up walking into the reception and everybody was just like, "There's Eric Cantona. Oh my God, there's Eric Cantona."
Aye.
One of the ones. But I ended up sitting with a load of the Man United directors that night, right? So sat down and I was like, "Oh, Beckham, what a player and all of that." Guy turned around to me and went like, "He'll be away next year."
And
Well, what do you mean? He says, "Doesn't he go on with the manager?" I was like, "All right." He says, "Fabian Barthez will be away. David Beckham will be away. There's only one player in that squad that's indispensable, and it's Paul
Rodgers, bro.
Scholes."
All right.
Paul Scholes. And I was like, "Oh, for Christ's sake." And do you know what? Everything he told me came
Aye.
true.
Well, the thing that probably would have been at the same time then when the whole boot fiasco went it with Fergie, and then Beckham comes in the next day with a fucking hairband and all that one.
That was the night that Sutton gave Beckham a slap.
But Beckham, man, he was some player.
He was. Do you know what? He's actually underrated as a player.
He is.
Because his stuff off the field overshadowed his stuff on the field.
Because watching that United way, it's when the Bittercocks, I've seen it a few times now, but the Bittercock all day, it's just come to the tail end of Cantona's tenure, like his time at Man United.
I was on holiday when he retired and I was devastated.
Aye, because he was an entertainer, wasn't he? He was but
He was only 28 or something as well,
aye,
wasn't
he
he?
was young. Then did he not get the movies, like, didn't he?
Aye,
When the seagulls follow the trawler.
Aye, that
You know,
was it. Then,
because they think fish are going to be thrown into
but
the
it
sea.
shows you the journalist pure laughing when he's saying it, but then that was him away. But then they all thought Fergie was losing his marbles because he didn't make any big signings to
They won the
replace all the
European
players.
Cup next season.
And he just brought all the young boys in.
That's-
Beckham,
they won the
the
European Cup
Nevilles,
next season, didn't they?
They're just No, I mean, it was one of the ones, but I don't know. You don't get players that can, then.
You don't. And do you know, that brings to a point where we were talking about in the way in.
Football's dead.
It is. The game's done, man. The game's done. And the reason it's done isn't because of these Saudi like oil barons coming in and taking all the players. The game's been done for years because the English league done to everybody else. But the Saudi league is now down to the English league.
Well, what do you think of Gary Neville these days when he's going on about?
I think it's quite hypocritical, Stevie, to be honest with you, because like I just said there now, the English league's been doing this for so long. It all had to come to a grinding halt at some point. Do you know what I mean? And no matter who you've got at the helm, the Saudis they don't have financial fair play in place. They don't have anything like that, so they're going to be able to spend as much money as they want, and they've got more money down the back of their couch than most football clubs have got.
Do you think there's going to come a point, right? Because we were talking in the motorway here. Do you think there's going to come a point where maybe in about 5-10 years we've all got a Saudi team? Genuinely, and we're all sitting going,
You might go to the pub, can't you, mate? I've got to watch the Al Nassr
that's
game,
what
mate.
I mean. Do you think there's going to come a point where you renewed your subscription for the Saudi League this year? But look at what that big Koulibaly said for
That's
Chelsea
maybe
as
what
well.
we should do this season.
Do you think we
Follow,
should pick a Saudi team?
pick a Saudi team and see how it goes.
Aye, because right, you've got Ronaldo, Kante, Benzema, Koulibaly, Mendy, Ziyech. Who else is rumoured to be going?
The boy Neves for Wolves is there.
Neves. You're talking about they're looking at Hatate.
Supposedly that's the word, that there's a team looking at Hatate.
And then who else has went? There's somebody else went as well. Right, say that's 7 or 8 there.
I support Hatate's team. Don't care who it is.
Right.
But that those players are spread across. It's no like.
Are they on the same league?
Aye, but it's no as if one team is
No,
coming
that's
in
what-
and buying
that-
all the superstars.
That's my point.
Aye.
So I'm going, and what you made a good point in the motor as well. You're going to subsidise all these big names by signing players that aren't these big names but can still perform and still play.
Because
Like
I said-
Hatate.
Like I said, Al Nassr, that's Ronaldo's team, innit?
They're shite, aye.
Right. Is it Al Nassr that's
Aye, I
Ronaldo's
think
team?
so.
Aye, aye.
Definitely. Right, because I made an arse with that Aberdeen player
I'm
last week.
pretty sure it is Al
Let me
Nassr.
double check, but I'm pretty sure you're right.
Aye, I think it is that.
Right, so
Blue and yellow they were, didn't they?
right, regardless of whatever, aye, it is Al Nassr because Al Ittihad's the team
Yes,
that
it is.
Benzema's went to.
Aye.
Right, Al Nassr, regardless if they've got Ronaldo, if they come over and play even a half decent European side, they're getting turned over.
Aye,
Right,
aye.
so they need to balance out that superstar power with other players in the team that are actually decent players if they want eyes on the league. Do you know what I mean?
Because that's the way they're going. They're going to want eyes on this league because it's obviously this won't just be a right, let's go and try and do this. They've probably had this plan in place for about 10 years going, right, if we build this up,
Well,
build
they've
this
started with other sports, haven't they?
Aye.
They've got F1, they've got, is it, not darts, what is it? They've got UFC, they've got WWE, right?
Boxing's
Aye.
massive in Saudi Arabia.
Boxing as well, aye, and there was 2 leagues. There was 2 leagues, no darts, what is it?
Shinty.
Professional tig.
Professional tig. Moving to Ferrari land in Saudi Arabia, whatever you call it. But they're calling it sports washing because they're trying to make it look as though
Aye.
their history, not to get into too much politics, but if you understand what I'm talking about, you know what I mean.
aye.
Right, they're calling it sport washing, so they're trying to bring in all these big superstars and stuff like that to make themselves look more westernised.
Aye, and it's just to make the whole thing look more appealing. They want to be the way the English Premier League's been. That's what they're wanting.
Aye.
They're looking at all
Golf.
these leagues.
Sorry, golf, it's golf.
Aye, I was close with Shinty.
Aye, near enough.
Aye,
Hitting a ball with a stick,
Aye,
innit?
exactly, I know. But I genuinely believe there'll be so many, because you seen Koulibaly, it was refreshing when he got asked why he went, and he went, I can't lie. He said it's money. I've got generational cash now that's going to look after my family for years.
Exactly. That's what it is. And that was the point that I made about Ange going down south as well.
Aye.
It is generational.
Aye.
You know what I mean? He's got a 4-year deal, what is it, 32 million?
I think so, aye.
That keeps his family going for
Aye.
until the next superstar manager
Aye,
comes
exactly.
along. You know what I mean? But
I just I don't see the way Gary Neville talks about it is so hypocritical because English football has had its own way for so long.
yep.
Now, I'm not saying I'm even remotely intrigued by the Saudi thing. I'm not going to watch
Aye,
any of
I know.
that. But Gary Neville can't just say that. It's double standards because England have done that for so many years.
I've not even seen one Ronaldo goal for him over there.
Nah.
And he's been doing it personally with Salford as well. Obviously,
Exactly.
the World League's
Aye,
England,
there you go.
but
That's a very good
he
point,
came in
Ben.
and made sure
Aye.
it was like,
That's a great point.
That's a
spend
good point,
money on
Ben.
all these
Aye,
players, so.
I wish I'd came up with that.
I know.
That's a good point. Cut that bit out, right? And the thing Gary Neville's done as well is he's done that with Salford.
Man, you're right.
Aye.
What a great point, Steve.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of it's double hypocritical.
It's hypercritical.
It's hypercritical.
There we go. I don't know if I might actually be a word.
Quadruple.
Quadrical. Right, that's far too far.
See, just another thing on the Saudi thing, talking about the players that are going over.
Aye.
They're also now getting linked. We see all these Brazilian youths that are coming through in the Brazilian leagues that you can buy for 2-3 million that are meant to be the next Neymar and all that.
Aye.
They're now getting linked with those players.
See, for me, that's a bad move for a young player because they're not going to be playing with the standard of players that they would be playing with.
And then you
And
could maybe
it's not going to bring them
when you
on.
go to Europe, man.
It's not going to bring them on, like, technically as footballers. So
Brazilian, you say?
Yeah.
that
Rangers are linked
brings
to
you on to
Brazil.
one, doesn't it? Is it Danilo?
Danilo, for Feyenoord.
Good player for what I've seen.
I'm just a Brazilian centre forward just gets you excited,
Yeah,
doesn't
it
it?
does.
And then he turns up and he's like Raphael shite or something. It's like, remember that big game? Even though he wasn't a centre forward, he's a centre half.
Aye, fucking
No, Danilo.
gives me flashbacks, mate.
It gives me great flashbacks.
Vietnam flashbacks. Him and Douay. See if I ever go to hell, that's the centre half pairing for Select, didn't there?
You just walking up the steps and shite and fucking do easy like that. No!
Mo Kamara's just been talking about you. Oh, Christ.
Just been talking about you.
Oh, man.
It's like me walking up, man, in Ian Black and fucking Sandaza stood there.
Sandals. What was the other? What was the other? Was he Peruvian or Colombian or something? The boy that you signed, he looked like a tank, man. They called him a Terminator or something.
Oh, who was it? Was that no the boy died?
No, he had long hair and all that. And
Mosney?
no, he was a striker.
A striker.
He was built like a tank.
Kevin Kyle?
No, a fish tank, mate. What is his name, Greg?
What was his name? The forward?
I didn't catch what he said.
A
Right.
forward.
A forward. He was built like a tank. Played for Rangers for a few weeks, man. He was.
Was it during the bad days?
Aye, it was Kashina signed him.
Oh, was it no Carlos Pena?
Carlos Pena.
Carlos Pena.
That's the one.
That's the thing, but right, if you're walking up to heaven, right, and there's players,
I like to think there's an escalator.
right, aye, right, say you're on the escalator, there it will be for you.
Of course.
Aye, right, so say you're
Or
going
a
up.
ramp.
You're going up, man, and you pick 3 players who you don't want to be welcoming you,
Right.
that you hated. Right, who would it be?
Oh, God. You put me in the spot there. Oh.
When you're walking up, man, you're going, right, I'm at peace now, man, I can just go and chill out, and you go, oh, for fuck's sake, not him.
Amido Baldi.
Aye.
Right. He's up there. I think Dewey, definitely. What do we do with this guy? And
they're managed by John Barnes. And he's sitting waiting on you with a
I don't
coffee.
know, Tony Mowbray had a bit of a merit Celtic and all.
Janky Merriam Mayor.
Well,
Barnes, maybe, aye.
Barnes and Dalglish
They
got a
done
trophy.
Aye, and they done the press conference for Baird's Bar.
That's right. You know what I mean? Keeping in with the fans.
Aye.
I would probably go with a goalie, man. We've had a few Shannon goalies and all. Your Barkas.
But, oh!
Old Parliament Huns.
Aye. So who's welcoming you? Dewey, Baldy, and Barkas.
Go to shake Barkas' hand, he misses.
And falls down the escalator.
Straight to hell. Oh, man. What about you?
Right, I'm walking up Ian Black.
Ian Black, straight away.
Ian Black, hated him. Ian Black. No, as a person, just as I don't know you, but just as a player. And your shorts were always massive.
They were always with
Always,
me
man.
at that Airdrie testimonial.
The blackthorn signs down at his fucking ankle. Know what I mean?
I bet with his, he just said thorn.
Aye. Aye, true. Right, I would say Ian Black. Ian Black.
It's got to be a few for Kashina and
I'm
PLG's time.
Ian Black, Dalcio.
I don't even know who that is.
Near the T. Right, Ian Black, Dalcio.
It sounds like some sort of car. Oh, I've got the Fiat Dalcio at the front.
I think it is. I was like,
That is
Dacia.
Dacia.
Dacia. Get Dalcio.
What kind of model do you get? I got it on the mobility. It's a Fiat Dalcio.
Ian Black, Dalcio and Fran Sandaza.
Sandaza.
And then they let me through the doors and I go
Mate,
in.
you've got players, you need to remember players like Franny Jeffers. That,
No, mate, I know, but in the days, at least we still had the odd trophy and we won things. You know what I mean?
I know
But
what
this
you mean.
time in that time in my life was a bad time, man.
I think you'll find that he's won the league year Sandaza was there.
And when they open the doors and I go in, Pedro's sitting there, man.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
In a bush.
And I'm bush.
Not Bush.
It's a horrible
What was the name of that team? What was the name of that team that beat you again?
What, earlier?
Aye.
Oh, was it...
When he was in the bush, what was the name
fuck,
of that team?
That was... what they called again?
Progress night.
Progress now.
Aye, he sent me a Progress jersey on. You're walking into him and like, how the fuck did you get here?
Ian Black still walking about with the big shorts on, man.
Tackling folk knee high. Putting bets on if he breaks her leg or not.
Why? I seen a photo of that the other day, right? And it was like, I think it was your man, Seafarer, man, the usual putting his shit on Twitter. But why were the shorts so big?
It was mad,
They
wasn't it?
were huge. Because there's a photo of Stephen Smith and Ricky Foster, man.
That was
It's like,
Puma, wasn't it?
aye, Puma with a blackthorn. And it looks like, remember you used to get a 3/4 trousers back in the day?
See if you put it in
People
black
used to
and
go-
white. Looks like
It looks
Stanley
like,
Matthews days.
Aye, it does. But it's like now you
Charles,
see,
Charlie Charles.
you always see a Da pure gone on holiday, man. He always gets the 3/4 trousers and all. That's what it was like.
Mate, see when I wear a pair of shorts, it's like a pair of 3/4 length trousers anyway, so
No,
I cannot comment on this.
I wasn't getting to that, Christopher. I wasn't
I know,
taking the
I
dig.
understand.
But no, it was just like, why did they think these shorts were shorts? Do you know what I mean? They weren't the shorts.
They certainly were not, they were longs.
They were long. Aye, they were.
We've got a few questions from folk on Instagram if you want.
Aye,
Got
Darren.
one thrown at you.
Go for it.
Scuba Moz.
Scuba Moss.
That's his name.
Scuba
Scuba_Moz says, would you all rather have a finger for a bobby or 10 bobies for fingers?
Right.
What's the script here? Do we get the sensation of the bobby if we've got them for fingers?
Imagine if you've got them for
Shooting jizz at your fingers like Spider-Man.
And imagine like you're just walking down the street, man, and you have a wee moment where it can happen to a man.
And
You're, like, just
also,
walking down like
do
that.
you pish out your fingers?
Aye. Because they're bobies.
There's a lot of variables in that question.
Aye.
I would just go with they're fully
And
functional
also,
bobies.
would you have balls hanging off the bottom of your fingers?
Plus,
Because that would affect
Aye.
a cup of tea.
say your nails are growing. Do you then cut your nail? But it's like you've got a pair of scissors.
It's
down
like a
your bobby.
circumcision.
Aye.
Oh, what you doing? I just need to go and circumcise my fingers.
I'll take the bobies on my own.
I think I'm going to go with the finger for a bobby.
Aye.
Aye. Going in it. Going in it. I don't want to wear gloves all day, every day.
I know. Scuba Moss, that's a hard one, man.
I know. Do you know what that's like? My mate used to say, would you rather cut all your toes into the quick or put a toothpick underneath your big toenail and kick the wall?
Next question, Greg. Greg's broke your mind and everything, man. He's having a mare earlier. You alright, Greg?
I'm alright, mate.
We need to say happy birthday to Greg as well, don't
Happy birthday to... He's just dropped the mic. I think he's had a fucking liquid breakfast for his birthday.
we? Hey, winner with the dick fingers.
Right, what's the next one?
Right, next one for John Kinney. What's the boys' top tier meal deal?
Oh,
It's funny we were talking about meal deals a minute ago.
top tier meal deal. I'll let you go first, Chris.
I'm going to go with a little non-meal deal. Right, it's not a supermarket one. It's from the lads in Coatbridge.
Oh, the lads is good.
The lads in Coatbridge, you get a chicken wrap, you get 2 sides, can of juice, and it's the game. It is the game.
Meal deal. I'm just going to go old school, man. Munchie box. Get the full boon on it, man. Get everything in it.
Hankies want a supermarket one.
know,
We'll give him
I
a
know.
supermarket
Right.
one.
Tesco meal deal when somebody.
I remember I told that story ages ago when I had a bit of a career crisis and went back to college and started going for Tesco meal deals with a young team and all that.
I could just go ask Keith Lasley what his was.
Keith Lasley, he was going with
Discussing it.
he was going with a Tesco meal deal, wasn't he?
I think I'm going to go with an Asda one. You get them at the petrol station.
Is
The
that
Asda
like a
petrol
sandwich?
station.
Sandwich and a can of
Sandwich,
Coke?
packet of crisps, bottle of ginger.
It's probably that, isn't it? It's got to be, man. But then if I'm a wee bit hungover, I'll go with a meal deal for like the Indian takeaway and go for a munchie box.
Oh, it's a game, isn't it?
Aye. Kebab meat, and you know you're close to a heart attack halfway through it, but you're still going, this
Yeah,
is
I
the
think I'm
business.
close to a heart attack every day anyway. A meal deal's not going to
Aye,
tip me over
come
the
on,
edge.
Sammy needs you now.
You're right.
Let Sammy have a wee moment, come on.
That's why I'm on the water.
Aye.
After that beer episode last week.
Any more questions, Greco?
We'll go with a wee football related one here. So
Right.
if we D. Allison, who do you think will win the championship this year and who will drop down to League One?
Do you know what? I've got a feeling Airdrie are going to win the championship this year.
Nah, man.
I don't know. Because Partick Thistle, as good as he done this year, the players have all left.
I'm going to go with Dundee United to come straight back up.
D. Allison asked the question as an Airdrie fan, so you'll be quite happy with that answer.
I think it'll be. I think Airdrie will come up to the Premier League, and I think Dunfermline could maybe find it hard to stay back
Ben's
up.
got something to say here, man.
Oh no, I was just going to say that I think Airdrie will do better than people expect. them
No,
to
so
do.
do I, but I don't
But
think
I don't think they'll win
no,
it. But
No.
I can see Dunfermline again being right up the top there. I can see them doing well.
Being right up the top. I've said that they get relegated.
You just
I'll
said
be
they
honest
get-
with you. I don't really know much about the championship. I'm
I
not going to
think-
lie. And if I'm being honest, I don't even think I could name the teams in it.
I
so
think Goodwin's going to have a point to prove finally, and he's going to put the poly bag away, and he's going to go on with it. And I think the skull will come good.
I think people think Dundee United will come down and just they'll buy the league. Do you know what I mean? They'll walk it. They'll get the biggest budget, etc. But see the players that they're signing. I don't think they're.
Who
like-
did they sign the other day?
So they've just released Stephen Fletcher, so he's
Aye.
away. But they've signed a few players that get released for Partick Thistle, and I just think the calibre of player they're signing is the one that's going to win them the league.
I've changed
I
my
could be
mind.
wrong, however.
I've changed my mind. I've had a look at the league. I forgot about Queens. I think Queens could come up. I think this could be their year. They've just signed Barry Hepburn for Bayern Munich.
Is that Audrey's, bro?
Audrey's boy. It's like when Bassey signed for Rangers. Shirley's boy. Aye, and I think it could be a Broth's year to go down.
Oh,
This is a strong league. Listen to us,
We
right?
can't say that, man. We're pro Ricky Little on this programme.
Of course we are. Of course we are.
Podcast.
No, we're not.
Let me tell you, right. So you've got Airdrie.
Two-footed for Ben.
Listen to us, right?
Right.
Airdrie are Broth, Ayr United, Dundee United, Dunfermline Athletic, Cali Thistle, Morton, Partick Thistle, Queen's Park, and Wraith Rovers.
That's a very competitive
Out
league.
of all of them,
Do you know who's going to struggle? Who I think could massively struggle to stay in that league? Thistle. I'm telling you, man. I think they're going to...
after the implosion at the end of the season, I think you could have a point there, to be
Ben's
honest with
shaking
you.
his head, and he knows a lot more about lower league football than me. And I may look silly come the end of the season, but hey, I said Morelos would be the top scorer last year, and I said Matondo was going to make a huge difference.
I said Morelos would be top goal scorer. If it wasn't him, it would be Giacomakis. The words weren't out of my mouth. The guy was in America. You know what I mean? So I've changed my mind. I think Queens will win it, and I think Arbroath will.
I'm going to say Dundee United are going to win it, and the Jags are going down.
What about the Premiership then? Who do you think's going to win that and go down there?
I'll give you the same answer every year. Rangers
course
are going
they
to win it.
Of course we will. I think it'll be a lot closer than it was this year. But I'm not going to say anything other than Celtic. Do you know what I mean? They could sell every single first team player. I'm still say Celtic,
Aye,
but
same.
I think
Well, Rangers, but no. You know what I mean.
I think this year it's going to be. I think Dundee will go back down.
I think it's always the one to go with, innit? A team that comes up, you think, right, they might struggle to stay in the league.
But Dundee are like the West Brom of Scotland.
I think Kilmarnock
Kelly,
might struggle.
I'd like to see that just for the sheer fact
the
get rid of
rig
that
that
plastic
pitch.
shit.
Aye. I'm going to say Kilmarnock will go down this year. I'm going to say Rangers will have it wrapped up by Christmas. I'm joking, obviously. New Year. No,
At the earliest, Halloween.
Aye. Halloween. I think, as I said last week, both teams I think are going to begin. It's going to be quite. Obviously, you've got a new
Neck and
manager.
neck.
You've got a new manager. We've got a lot of new players. Well, I hope there's a lot more players coming in, but I think it'll be a bit of whoever hits the ground running quickest and whoever wins that first Old Firm will go on
So Ibrox
and
this
win
year
the
as
league.
well.
Yes. Rangers or Celtic. Whoever wins that will go on and win the league, I think.
Whoever wins the first Old Firm, if it's a draw.
Whoever hits the ground running quickest, I think if you get a wee bit ahead, I think it's going to take... If Rodgers loses that first Old Firm and even comes to Ibrox a few points behind Rangers and loses that, you know what a lot of the section of your support like about him. Know what I mean?
I know.
So,
I will be here for the 3 years.
what was that press conference all about?
Unless I'm empty.
Wasn't that press conference, but the thing outside the stadium was that all
See you
about?
back here in May. You better be standing there with that trophy, you fucking rat.
Like, personally, but what do you think of him saying that?
He had to address it, Stevie. He had to address it, you know what I mean? Sorry, I've just spat over you there.
No, yeah, it's alright, mate. What do you think, Toe? What do you think, but like, obviously a manager coming out, he's more or less gone like that, look, those of you that doubt me, come back, you'll see me here with the trophy in May. That's what he's saying.
But he didn't say with the trophy. He
Oh,
just
come
said,
on.
He didn't say with the trophy.
But what, do you think if he loses that league, he's going to be sitting outside Celtic Park? Going like that, right, guys? I'm sorry, guys.
That guy will be chucking his bag of cans at him, that's right.
What do you think?
Like you said, if he doesn't have a right good start, they'll turn on him. But you know me, you know my thoughts on sacking managers early. I don't like it. There was folks shouting for Angie's head after 6 weeks in his first season, and look how that turned out. So you know you need to give somebody the time to get it right, and it is. He's inheriting a new squad. He's signed one player. There's maybe the Australian boy Tilio coming in over the next few days. And by the way, see how you watch the YouTube videos and you're like, oh, this guy's a player.
I saw up in Dane recently.
Mate, I watched the YouTube video of this guy and I was like,
Really?
aye. So maybe he can do stuff that's not on that highlight reel, but
Aye.
it didn't really impress me, to be honest
No.
with you. But he's got a great reputation.
Is he a
over there.
Rodgers signing, or was that already kind of
No,
bookmarked?
I think Angie's maybe been looking at it, the Australian connection. We've
Aye,
also got
that's what I was
Aaron Roy,
thinking,
and
aye.
we've got Harry Kuehl as well. So other people have input into it, and Rodgers will maybe get the final say.
Is Rodgers going to have full control that Ange had?
I would assume so, because I don't think he's let's be honest, mate, he's a narcissist, isn't he?
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? So he's not going to like
He's a
other
tad
people.
egotistical.
He's not going to like other people having control over him. Gucci.
Any more questions, Greg?
I'll put one to mainly for Stephen, because the guy's asking what you think of Rangers transfer business so far. Your thoughts on that, and Toll, do you think the change in Celtic's style of play under Rodgers will have a big impact, whether it be negative or positive?
Who wants to go first?
Well, they asked you the
I'll
question
go
first, didn't
mate.
they?
I will say Butland. I think there's been some clever free transfers. Obviously, you've got a budget there. We've not really ate into that budget yet. Some clever free transfers where you do need to box cover with that, but you want to get your business done as quick as possible getting in. But it's not always the way. It's hard, isn't it? You can't just, know what I mean? We've obviously went in a bid for that Danilo. We've lowballed him, as you would do to start anyway if you're going to start negotiations. But I think it's still too early to say. But I think when you look at the boy Lammers, you've got the boy Sterling, Butland, Dowell. I don't really know a lot about them.
I think a lot of them are untested as well, aren't they?
Don't
Butland's
really know.
no untested.
No, but
Butland's
aye,
a good
aye.
goalkeeper.
But I think, obviously, I would like to think there's a lot of business still to be done, but I think the key to a lot of that business is getting a lot of bodies out the door.
What
and
you
all.
need to do is start next season with a stronger squad than you had last season. And see when you lose players like Ryan Kent and Morelos and McGregor and Arfield, it's going to take big characters to come in as well, Stevie. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. You say that, right? I would say one of the biggest things missing for Ryan Kent was a bit of character. I don't think
I'm more talking
No, I know you're talking
Arfield and
about
McGregor.
No, Arfield and McGregor, definitely. But the other two, I mean, we're talking about it in the motor. Morelos can't even get a job now.
Nobody wants him.
Nobody wants him. Do you know what I mean? So what does that say about him? What does that say? Do you know what I mean? Nobody's taking a punt on him now. Azerbaijan, they're talking
I've
about.
heard that Bournemouth and Middlesbrough.
Aye, was Everton no linked to him as well?
I think Everton.
Aye, but you're looking at it going, to fill the void with Kent and Morelos, if you've got anything about you, it's not a hard job to do. Because they didn't really do much last
fair
season.
point.
But McGregor,
Maybe Matondo could step up.
I will see. I don't know.
But I'm
I don't
being
know.
serious because-
I don't think so. I don't think so. What I've seen through, I don't think so, man. I would. He's got to be on the list of outgoings, I would
There you
say.
go.
Aye, but McGregor, it was time for McGregor to come in, but the guy's a legend. Know what I mean? And then you're looking at maybe Arfield, good player to have run about the dressing room. Didn't he start a lot of games under Beale? Good character to have there. You're looking at. I'm not really worried about the midfield we've got now. I'm just really more worried about up the final third. We need to sign strikers, and everybody knows to sign good strikers takes a good bit of dough, and we need to do that. And the boy we're looking at, Benny Traore,
He's a player.
Danilo for Feyenoord. I don't know what's happening with the boy for Cremonese. I don't think he's what. I don't know what's happening there. Dessler, it's kind of went quiet into it, so I don't know what's going on there. But
I think the last reports were there was something about the fee they weren't happy.
I think
with.
he's have dodged a bullet with that guy.
I've never seen him, mate. I don't know.
You're an Italian footballer.
I know, but I'm not a big Cremonese
sure.
man. I'm not a big
Been a while
Cremonese.
since I've sat down and watched a right good Cremonese match. What was the question for me,
They
Greg?
change our play under Rodgers. They change our
Well-
style of play.
I think it'll be a wee bit of culture shock for a lot of the players. They're used to that for the last 2 years now. But Rodgers' style is very possession based. So we'll wait and see. I think it's a crapshoot, to be honest with you. Could go one way or the other.
Do you see either Celtic or Rangers targeting any Scottish-based players at all? Obviously, there was, I know Nisbet's away to Millwall now, but obviously Shankland
Shankland,
was a big link.
I don't think that's going to happen, is it?
I don't. Well, it looks that when you look at what Beale's gone for, right? He's obviously trying to target two strikers, right? We're only going to play with one, right? But he's wanting to target two. Then you're looking at another two in the mould, like maybe Traore and that as well, that can play in that right side as well. Shankland, I would say if the list is about that long, I'd say Shankland's kind of maybe further down it a wee bit. It might be a last resort to go. I'm not bad mouthing Shankland. I think he's a good player. But I think you need to aim a wee bit higher, I think.
I think when you're looking at see like Lammers, if you look at his goal record, it's dreadful, right? But I don't
I
think
think he'll get used as a number 10
that's
there.
it. I don't think he's an out-and-out striker. I think he's more like a hold-up man kind of thing. But where does he fit into that system?
We'll need to get Beale on the phone, mate. I don't know.
Get him.
I don't know. As I say, I've not seen enough of Lammers to even know. I'm just going on what I've heard from experts. So I don't really know. I don't know.
I think people focus on the stats far too much.
They do, mate. They do.
Because let's look at Cantwell's record right before he came. Wasn't he great?
Looks,
He's come in and done
aye,
well.
Aye.
Plus, they're playing at, no disrespect to Scottish football, but they're playing at a much higher level. Maybe no Cantwell as much, but Serie A, you know what I mean? Lammers, is it Sampdoria? Was it Sampdoria he signed him for? And it's a much higher level.
I mean, you're
you
playing
know
against the likes of Cremonese and that.
Exactly.
Just to touch on the Scottish players as well, like, if I would to go for anybody, it'd be Max Johnson.
For Motherwell, you just like him because your dad signed him.
No, he's better than Devine.
Well,
Good backup to
aye,
have.
no. Is that no... Why we signed that Sterling? Is he not right back?
I think he can play right back.
I said, kind of Bassett.
Is Max Johnson a right back? I thought he was a right winger. He's a good player, man.
You're just saying that because Greg's dad signed him.
I know. What's your dad's name, Greg? Is it John Co?
You got a pad over that thing, mate.
Greg, they're talking to you.
You just
Sorry, I'm still working here.
Hey, what's the next question, Ben?
Mullen has asked, have any of you guys been involved in an accident that wasn't your fault?
Yes, I was involved in an accident. It wasn't my fault last week at Glasgow Fort.
You know what?
Was he not listening to the show last week? What's his name? Mullen. Mullen, you need to catch up in the episodes, pal.
Jeez, oh.
Mullen. disappear?
I hope so. Scottish legend, national
aye.
treasure.
Oh, aye. Oh,
Have
aye.
we got any more real questions, Ben?
Yes, you do. Give me 2 seconds, sorry. Because I think you've kind of covered everything people have asked, to be honest. We'll mix it up. Somebody's asked for predictions for the upcoming season, but let's go with the cup. Do you think there'll be a surprise in any of the cups, or do you think it will be one of the Old Firm?
I think a team like Airdrie or somebody like that could have it.
Really? You got about
No,
that? Not
no,
that
do you know what? No, I'm not an Airdrie fan.
Diamonds!
No, I'm not an Airdrie fan in any way, shape or form.
You're
but
just
I
in love
like,
with Reece McCabe.
I like the way they play football.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? So, well, I'd like to see like a team like
Queens or Airdrie.
Have a right good run at it. You know, obviously
Falkirk
Cali
had a good
Thistle,
run.
Cali Thistle and Falkirk had a decent run this year, but you need to remember that Cali Thistle wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for Queens making an arse of their registrations.
Aye, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? So, maybe
Who is the new Queen's manager?
it's a Dutch guy. They got him for, I think it was Utrecht or
Van
something.
Bronckhorst?
He's good in the cups. Gets the finals.
Because where's Coyle went? Where's Coyle?
He's chucked it, man.
He's going back to India,
Oh.
supposedly.
He enjoyed it there, but...
He had a good time over there. Head coach is Robin Veltman.
There's always a Veltman, isn't there? I know, Veltman. Wait, that's
Our Wikipedia's not even been updated.
Robin Veltman.
Oh, wait a minute. Listen to this, right?
Right.
Director of Football, Marine Boyker. Head Coach, Robin Veldman. Must be, Head of Youth Pro Programming, Young Queen's Park, Paul Neuton.
All of the accents, but...
Head of Children's Programme, Thomas Roysick. They must have got a load of folk in for Holland.
Veltman was the former Anderlecht assistant.
Anderlecht, was it? Are they Dutch and are they Belgian? And I've just said they're all Dutch.
Are they Belgian? Veltman's a Dutch name, innit?
I thought it was Dutch.
I thought it was
It sounds. I
Aye,
say, but
let's
it
just-
sounded Dutch.
Dutch, Belgian.
Aye.
Aye.
Two cheeks in one arse.
Shite jobby.
Tomato, tomato. Like I said, two cheeks in one arse.
That is all your questions from fans.
Thank you, guys. We covered tactics, predictions, and Bobies for fingers.
It was a decent performance. Says.
Performance, you say? Want me to tell you about performance?
I want you to tell me about
Right, so
performance.
Performance Tyres.
Yes.
They supply a wide range of high quality performance tyres at low prices. They have 3 branches in Anniesland, Ayr and Carmunnock.
Where's that?
Anniesland, Ayr, Carmunnock.
And did they cover
They
all
cover
4 corners
all
of the central belt?
of the central belt. They provide a professional tyre fitting service, and all branches have up-to-the-minute fitting equipment to take care of those precious alloy wheels and provide the high standard of computerised wheel balancing and accurate wheel alignment. They stock all the major tyre brands for cars, 4x4s, light trucks and vans, and they supply all-season tyres, winter tyres and run flat tyres for all seasons. So please check out your local branches. Not all branches offer the same service, and all mechanical work is carried out by time-served technicians. At Performance Tyres, you can be sure you're getting the best performance tyres at the most competitive prices throughout Scotland, and they cover all types of tyres like,
Yokohama.
and they specialise in
Lhasa.
So check out performancetyres.net and tell them wee Bob and Toll sent you.
That was good.
Cheers.
Enjoyed that.
Did you enjoy that?
It was refreshing.
It's novelty, innit? Because the big man's not here.
Do you know what? We had a wee conversation at the charity game the other day, by the way. They get beat 7-3 in case you were wondering what the score was, right? But we were talking about you, I and Cammy. We're talking about soft play.
Well, I thought you said to talk about me eyeing up Cammy.
No,
Aye, so soft play.
he says it the way I say it.
Aye, because what do you say?
Soft play. It's 2 separate words.
It's a soft play.
See, nah, I'm not having it.
It's like cornflakes.
Conflicts.
It's cornflakes.
Conflicts.
What else were we talking about? Was it again? What was it you said again? So soft play.
Spaghetti bolognese.
What would you say? Soft play.
I say soft play.
Soft play.
Soft play. It's 2 different words,
It's
man.
no soft play.
It's 2 different
I
words.
thought Ben said Old Firm weird enough. He says, how do you say Old Firm?
Say it. The old firm. I say
No.
old firm.
The
Old firm.
No, it's old firm.
Oh, you support the old
That's
firm.
exactly the way he said that, is it not?
No, because he said old firm.
I'm putting the emphasis on firm.
Firm.
Oh, it's like when Dave
Old
Grohl
firm.
talks about Christopher Walken.
Oh, mate. Let's talk about Dave Grohl. Let's talk about Glastonbury.
Let's talk about
the
Glastonbury.
How
Excuse me, the Churnups.
the Churnups, who became the Foos, how good were they?
Road Warrior pop, mate. See when that sign in
Honestly,
the back
man.
melted for the Churnups to the Foo Fighters.
I think people had to get airlifted at the crowd and all that. People were passing it.
It was incredible, and what a set from start to finish, and for that to be their first real gig after Taylor Hawkins
Hey,
passed away.
special mention to the drummer. He was, what's his name again? He was part of
Drumsy.
9 Inch Nails and all that. Aye, Drumsy boy. He was top notch as well, man.
Big Drumsy, he was
Big
brilliant. Do you know
Drumsy.
who he looks like? He looks like the Sandman for ECW. You don't know who that is, right? But
Aye,
he's the
aye.
Dublium, right?
They were
But
shit hot.
they've just announced a gig, Hampden,
Tickets go on
next
sale this
summer.
Friday.
Tickets on sale this Friday at Ticketmaster. If you want to sponsor us, Ticketmaster, you know how to get in touch.
I loved the wee touch at the end as well for Taylor Hawkins when they done Everlong. It was
Class.
Oh, they were. And the guy,
Is that one in it?
Aye.
Goosebumps.
he just oozes charisma, didn't he?
Like I've told you before, man, if there was one person I could go for a beer with, it would be Dave Grohl. I love him.
Aye.
I love him.
Aye.
I fucking love him, Steve.
Don't. Hey, I think Toll likes Dave.
I do. I love him so
Aye,
much.
he's class. He is.
See if I'd have been round the corner and Eric Cantona was standing there and Dave Grohl was standing
Would you
there.
go with Dave?
Oh, fuck off, Eric.
Yeah, what about Elton but on the Sunday night? Hey.
Talk to me.
Oh, it was hit after hit after hit. And the guy, what was it, 2 hours?
2.5 hours he
He's
done.
put
Right.
in 70.
Oh no, sorry, it was Guns N' Roses done 2.5 hours. He done 2 hours.
That's
Right.
only because Axel's still trying to find the right key to sing in.
Well, but Elton's bringing on guests and all that, and he's brought on Brandon Flowers
Who was he, Brendan for?
and a bag of cans.
Imagine Brendan Rodgers on. Cheers, Elton.
Oh, how it feels so real, lying here with no one near and only you, and you can hear me. And I said softly, slowly, hold me closer, tiny dancer. he brought on Brandon
Damn it,
Flowers.
Desmond Valito.
Hold me closer, Dermot Desmond. But it was... but honestly, man,
Just get everything.
he's pointing his belt to the crowd. Gucci.
Remember when fucking he did the song Don't Let the Sun Go Down and it's like George Michael, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elton John. Imagine Elton, ladies and gentlemen, Mr.
Brendan Rodgers. I can't fight no more of your darkness. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Donnie McGreen. No, but honestly, getting back to what we're talking about, man, it was outstanding. And that's his last ever English gig. I think I've broke Ben.
Sing another song, go on.
It's a little bit funny.
Oh my god.
Imagine, like, you remember, like, you get the mad cheesy things like the greatest
bags
hits of
last
Daniel
night.
O'Donnell. Imagine I put a Brendan just sitting in a field, the greatest hits of Elton.
Remember Johnny Watson done the sketch?
Aye,
That
that's
was brilliant, man. Packed my bags last night. 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by now.
See if we did a live show.
I miss my wife, my first wife. It's lonely down in Leicester.
See if we did a live show, there needs to be you're the entertainment at half time, just singing Brendan Rodgers, just singing Elton John songs as Brendan Rodgers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian McPhee.
Oh man, no, but Elton, 70-year-old, that's how you close a festival.
Unbelievable.
That was outstanding. And I don't
Tremendous.
care what you were saying, Pierce Morgan, about him reading the fucking lyrics.
I know, fuck you. Piers Morgan, you read off a fucking auto cue every day, you prick.
Aye, and then got up and walk out because you flung your toys at the pram.
I know. Tadger.
Aye.
Who's that?
Don't
Oh,
even,
there.
I'm just waving. No, it was class, but what do you think of the Arctic Monkeys?
I just don't like that guy anymore, man. Do you know what? I went to see them when they first started, and see for then to now, that guy has disappeared so far up his own arse, man.
I get that, right, and I agree with that. They're not going to sing about things we guys used to sing when they wrote, but it's all self-indulgent bullshit, man, innit? It's like, he can't be arsed singing the hits. He can't be arsed, and you're going, that's what put you on the map.
He's forgot the old arse he sat on.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Exactly. Do you think they're on the band sitting going, what's he doing? Like the drummer's a sound guy, man, he's brand new.
What, the View?
Well, hey. Oh, hey.
Listen,
Kyle Faulkner, friend of the show.
Don't get me wrong, the View are still doing the hits and all that.
Hey.
But
Aye,
what
he's doing the hits.
what I'm saying is, I don't know that the band got on quite as well.
What gives you that idea, Christopher?
I'm talking about the Arctic Monkeys now,
Oh, yeah, I thought you
Stevie.
were still talking about the View.
I'm just saying, like the View, I don't think the band got on quite as well as he probably know.
It's a little bit funny.
I've said too much, haven't I? I've said too much. I'm getting a knee in the coop at some point.
Kyle's got a temper.
I know he has.
So have you, but.
That's the name for a song.
Aye, Kyle's got a
Kyle's
temper.
got a temper.
Yes.
Do you know who else are to him?
Who?
Prodigy.
Oh,
What's
aye.
the point?
You can't do it. You can't do it without him.
No.
You can't.
What are they going to do? Get somebody in to do the
Do you know who they
vocals?
could get?
Adam Lambert.
No. Remember, was it the Stoke City fan? Was it the Stoke City fan when they were playing the Prodigy? Remember?
Brendan Rodgers.
Okay, Brendan Rodgers, imagine.
Smack my bitch up. I'm a fire starter. Twisted fire starter.
A fire starter.
Tell you what, this lack of sleep's working out well for me today.
Imagine Brendan Rodgers.
Coming out with green spiky hair and that.
Still got a Gucci belt on with no tap on. And a fire starter.
Gucci belt and a pair of camo 3/4 lengths. Still laughing Craig Beattie.
But you can't have the Prodigy without him. I just want to be the
You
same.
can't. I'm a big. Everybody seems to think that Queen are still alright with Adam Lambert, but it's no.
No.
It's no Queen, and it will never be the Prodigy without Keith Flint. Never.
No, definitely not.
See, as bad as it is, right? As bad as it is, see bands they can survive like a guitarist
Well,
or a drummer, like the Foo Fighters.
Kasabian,
Exactly.
still going, but I don't think they're the same without Tom.
I know. But
I don't
is it
think they're
Serge
the
that
same.
sings now?
Serge.
He's still good.
Oh, mate, Serge is the glue that holds that band together. He's an absolute entertainer. Even when Tom was there, Serge is like unbelievable. But you miss that energy. No energy, because Serge is full of energy, but I don't know what it is. Something Tom brought as well.
Aye, it's
him
like a
and
missing
Serge.
part of a jigsaw.
Aye, exactly.
Like, do you know what it's like? I'm saying that a band can keep going, and they can keep going, but I kind of feel after Stereophonics lost Stuart Cable, they kind of changed a bit. Do you know what I mean? They weren't quite the same band,
Aye, I get that.
but
Aye.
still want to see them if they were.
No, and I think Kasabian are playing at Transmit as well next Saturday.
So are the View.
So am I.
So are the View.
I thought you said so are you. I was like, I never get the memo about Maddie. me and Brendan.
What about Lewis Capaldi though?
Oh,
Did I not call it?
how many times I've watched that video? Him.
That is goosebumps material, man.
Honestly,
and it's
man.
heartbreaking at the same time, but
It is.
I said to you at the time, see when I went
know.
to see him, I said to you, didn't I?
Aye.
It's-
That wasn't that long ago. You
I
saw me
know,
about it.
I know. It's a big issue.
He needs a lot. He needs a lot of time to just go and look after himself,
It's not
man.
going to go away, mate. That's the issue.
No,
You know what I mean? It's not going to go away. And
it's when he leaned on the kind of mic stand when he tried.
as if it's like a beaten man.
Aye.
You know what I mean? And it's heartbreaking because he's a great guy.
Aye.
I've actually became quite a fan of his music. I wasn't a big fan of his music before, but I became a bit of a fan of his music, and I'm a fan of him as a person as well. I think he's
Salt of the earth, man. He's like
he's no forgot the All-Season Tyres.
He's I don't know. It's just a lot going on there, man. That he needs to go and get help. It's a shame. But that is what you were saying earlier about that was goosebumps.
Aye.
Watching that crowd just getting them through that number, man. Oh,
I know.
God love him.
God love him.
God love him. No, but I might jump out the Transmit and see Kasabian
Well,
and the View.
surely we've got an in.
I'll just text Kyle.
Text Kyle.
No, that might get me knowing.
Text Kyle and see if we can go on Friday.
I'm a friend of Kyle's, so you're not getting in.
Have you seen what he's done back there? Are you here to pick him up?
I'll send him a DM. No, I mean, transmit, but I just feel like I'm too old.
I know, mate.
I'm too tired.
Have you seen the size of Glastonbury?
Aye.
It would take me to the end of the weekend to get from my tent to the fucking stage.
You would need to just you'd need to pitch your tent right next to the stage.
You know what I done one year at Tea in the Park? It was actually the year REM were playing. It's funny, we were talking about it earlier. Like, I got to the gates just to exit the arena. And there was a guy, and I thought I went going to take me to the campsite. And he did. He drove me to the campsite, drove me right to my tent. Right, and so I'm at the tent, right? And all the boys that I'm there, we turned up about half an hour later. They're like, who the fuck did you make it here before us? I'm like, these wee legs are made for walking.
Saying I'm going fucking slow coach he's using.
As Nancy Sinatra once said.
These boots are made for walking. No, I've not been at a festival for years, man.
I went to the first 12 or 13 Tea in the Parks.
I used to go to Tea in the Park quite a lot.
Every year. Such a great cruise. Me, my big cousin Ross, my wee cousin Ryan, Big Trev, Boyle. I'm naming these. You don't know
Was
these
Jimmy
people.
Carr not going?
No, I wasn't pals with Jimmy Carr at that point. He was still doing the
Kiefer
stand-up.
Aye, he was
still doing the stand-up.
Aye.
He was in the comedy tent.
He was laying the foundations down for his career.
Aye, but every year it was better than the last year. And then they started hiring or booking pure shite acts.
Mate, me and my mates were talking about this in the group chat the other day after Glastonbury. You're going, music, like we're talking about football, music's not the same.
It's not.
It's not the same.
They damn Saudis.
Do you know what I used to do with Tea in the Park? I was like, I didn't like tent. I'd like tents, not that, right?
You used to hire a camper van, didn't you?
No. I would go up my motor. I would take my BBC pass and I would get to the bit at the back of the stage.
I'll tell you this right now.
What?
Did you go 1 year with the boy that played Vader?
Aye.
I was talking to you. So I was talking to you. That's weird. Because the boy that played Vader, I recognised him.
Aye.
I didn't realise it was you that was in the car with him.
So I used to just go up, show my BBC pass and just make it like I'm part of the crew that's there working. Let me in, park my motor. That'd be my bed for the weekend. Put the 2 seats down, boom.
The last time I went, the Who were headlining it, right?
Aye.
And me and my mate Curry decided that we would go down. Right, so we'll just go for the day.
Aye.
So we get to that pit. We didn't have tickets, right? Well, and sorry we did, because I got 2 tickets through the brewery, but it was only for that day.
You get 2 tickets through the brew. Signing on, man. There you go. There's your ticket for.
There's your Tea in the Park ticket. What your beauty? No, right, so we got them through the brewery because we were lieutenants, right? So we've got halfway there and there's a wee petrol station, so we pulled in to get a bottle of ginger and stuff like that, and there's a tout standing outside, and he recognised me for an SECC gig.
Right.
He went like, how you doing? He's like, I'll give you weekend camping tickets for face value. I was like to Curry, we've not got a tent or anything like that, we need to go back. He's like, I'll just sleep in the motor, right? So we took the tickets out, slept in the motor, but there was a downpour before it, so me and Curry slept in the motor in the scud in the car park, right? But Curry's ma brought up,
Because the rain's coming down,
mate,
2 bodies in as the windies all steaming up.
Steaming up, mate, steamy windows, man.
Like you 2 guys in the street in Edinburgh,
But
all
it's free. No, but Curry's ma brought up sleeping bags for us, right? So we were in the scud, but we were in sleeping bags, right? Because we were soaked to the bone, right? So we've put the clothes over the air.
Those aren't pillows.
What a film, by the way. What a film. Aye, but that was the last. I think that's the reason why that was the last time I went to Tea in the Park, to be honest with you. But what a weekend, man. Snoop Dogg, NERD, man.
That's like Gavin and Stacey, man. They want to know what happened on the fishing trip, man. What happened in Tea in the Park 2005? Don't talk about that.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Sorry, if
Every
you're
time-
listening, we don't talk about it.
Every time the Who comes on. Pinball wizard.
Baba O'Reilly.
Did you crash a motor when you were working up?
I didn't crash my motor, but there was a few near misses.
Aye.
But If we did, it probably wouldn't have been our fault.
No, so we would have just had the phone.
100% of your claims, G4 claims. If you've been in an accident when you've been naked in a car at tea in the park and it hasn't been your fault, get in touch with Nicole and the gang at G4 Claims. You can reach them on
01698 767 172. That's 01698 767 172.
They will get you a like-for-like vehicle. They'll deal with it from the start to the finish, your full claim, and do not get in touch with your insurance company if it's not been your fault, because they'll take a big wedge of your dough. And Nicole and the gang at G4 Claims do not do that, do they, Steve?
They do not do that. They will take care of everything, as Toll says, from start to finish. So don't get in touch with insurance. Get in touch with Nicole and the team at G4 Claims.
100% of your claims, G4 Claims.
G4 Claims.
On at fault claims, made easy.
There you go.
This is so much smoother without that big idiot, isn't it?
What bag is there? Oh, the big man. Aye.
I forgot about him for a second. I forgot his name there for a second.
That's showbiz, mate.
Call him Al.
Al. Boot cut Al.
Do you know what? It's been the best episode ever.
It's been the best episode I think I've ever done it.
I don't think we've spoke as much about football for years.
It's like been the best podcast I've ever been involved in.
And you do a lot of podcasts.
What's happening with your podcast?
A movie podcast.
Movie. Talk about it. What's happening, mate?
I'm going to move it on to the Patreon. By the way.
That'll be the bonus set.
Exactly.
Aye.
Aye. Oh, wait till you see what the very, very top tier for the Patreon subscriptions are going to absolutely laugh your asses off at it. And if anybody buys it, it's going to be the best day that they've ever had in their life.
Oh, I forgot about it there. Aye, that'd be cool, man. That would be good. That would be good, man.
Oh, that's a wee teaser for these.
You seen any good movies recently?
Have I seen any good movies? No, because I've been battering into Justified again. What I told you.
Battering through it?
Yep, I've done 3 seasons. I'm starting season 4.
When does the new one come out?
It started.
Right. What's it on? Where can we get it? Talk to me.
It's an FX show.
FX. Right,
so
aye.
you get it through Disney Plus.
Aye.
Probably.
Aye. You honestly, you held that together well there.
I know, I done well, didn't I? I done well.
Aye.
I just hope that the Disney Plus on my Fire Stick keeps working. These are not the opinions of G4 Claims or Performance Tyres.
Aye, strictly Crystal.
Yes.
No, I will watch it. I'm nearly finished Yellowstone.
Aye.
Nearly.
You still firing into that? Wait a minute. I went into pictures recently. What was it?
Spider-Man,
the new Spider-Man.
It was good in parts,
Bit too long. And quite
annoying
a lot
ending.
of lulls.
Annoying ending.
Aye. And do you know what?
No a patch on the first one.
I need to give a shout out, because when I went to see it, a couple of boys come up to us just as the movie was about to start, asking for a photo, and
You told them to fuck off, didn't you?
I didn't tell them to fuck
forgot the
off.
arse you sat on.
I didn't tell them to fuck off. I says, lads, the movie's about to start. I'll get yous at the end.
Fuck off.
And then I never got them at the end. I forgot. So if that was you, boys, who came up and says, are you the guy that does the podcast with Grado and Stevie? So I know that he's listening to the podcast. I'm sorry.
See, if it was Stevie, it was sitting there. See, even during the movie, I'd have gave you a photo because the movie was too long.
If you had come up during the movie, I would have gave you a photo. And I would have conversed for a good 10 minutes about what you thought of the movie so far.
It was good.
Aye, not a patch in the first one.
No, the first one blows out of the water, but there was so many good parts in it, but in between the good parts, you're going, this is overwritten, it's too long, you don't need all this. But Leo enjoyed it as well, he liked it.
Do you know, I'm going to make a controversial statement here. I think the first one is the best Spider-Man movie.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
All the Spider-Man
Tom Holland
movies.
ones, Andrew Garfield, they're all, I mean, that first one is phenomenal.
I know.
It's phenomenal.
I had no expectations sitting down to watch it. Well, you said that you put it on by accident.
I was one day I was sitting there, I think it was Leo. He was at
He
school.
fell asleep.
He fell asleep and I was like, I was blown away a bit. Then when he
was
woke up, I was like, let's watch this again. It's brilliant, man. It's so good. But we shout-outs, we're talking about Leo and Layla, my son and daughter.
Seen them on Saturday.
Yes, seen them on Saturday, but
I went like that to him, what are you wearing that top for? He's wearing his Rangers top. He
That's
turned
right.
around and went, because they're brilliant. I was like, right, fair dues.
Leo and Layla at their school, you get all stars of the year. Leo and Layla. each year they pick 2 kids for each year, like P1 to P7. Leo get picked for P3. Leah get picked for P6.
That's only so you put it on your Instagram and they get a bump.
What?
You heard me.
What's that too far?
Sounds rigged. Them damn Saudis again.
That oil money.
No, listen, mate, that's a proud moment,
I
man.
had a tear in my eye, and
Are your wings the sort of wings that can just turn their hand to anything?
pretty much, aye.
I hate your wings.
There's either you should, Leah's like a whiz kid, man. Like when it comes to like computers and
Tech and all that.
Aye, Leo's just good at football and can run. Like he won the race at the daddy race. I came second in the daddy race, but he won the race in his year.
Christ, they must have been towing a caravan. I seen you on Saturday. Nah, Leo and Leila, you know I love you today.
Aye, love them, man. That was emotional.
It was emotional.
It was.
See, when I seen it, and I like the way that you scribbled it all out so nobody could phone up and cancel their school contracts.
I had to do that, man. I was panicking about that. 'Cause I think I posted it, went, no, delete, just take the school out and all that. Know what I mean? Can't be doing that, mate.
No, definitely not. Because you don't know who's looking at your Instagram, to be honest.
Exactly.
And your kids are ripe for the kidnapping.
Man on Fire, what a movie.
Aye.
Oh, what?
What was I going to say?
Denzel?
They're doing a Equalizer 3.
I haven't even seen 1 or 2.
Watch the
they good?
first one's tremendous,
I've
man.
not even seen them, man.
Really, watch them, man. They're good films. They're good films.
Denzel had the second one as well?
Yep.
Aye, right.
And then they done the TV show with Queen Latifah.
No, what'd you say, Greg?
It's the only sequel he's ever done.
Aye.
Is it?
Aye.
You think they would have followed up Training Day with first day on the job?
Man on Fire with Men on Fire.
Man on Fire with Put It. Man Put It. The Hurricane with the clean-up job. The clean-up job afterwards.
Man on Fire. Mm-hmm. Love that film.
It was a great film.
Do you know my favourite Denzel film, I think?
Tell me.
American Gangster.
You just love it. You just love a mafia film.
I
don't
do,
you?
mate, I do.
You're a pure
I'm
sucker
a
for it.
sucker.
Aren't you?
Aye, I'm a sucker for it.
But I'd go with that as well. I'm trying to think if
Training Day is up there as well.
Training Day is maybe my favourite, I think.
I think it might be my favourite.
American
yeah.
Gangster's Sammy's favourite. She loves that film.
I don't know if I can pick between Training Day and American Gangster, that'd be fair.
You know, King Kong ain't got shit on him.
Well, there you
The
go.
question is, why has he never been in a sequel?
He has.
Well,
Equalizer two.
one
Aye,
sequel.
you fucked
and
that, didn't you?
now a second sequel.
Aye. No,
That's just a pure moot point that I've made there, innit?
there we go. No,
Apart from that, though.
Apart from that, we're going to go up the road now.
Aye, we done. We've been here for ages today, haven't we?
Aye. It's been a good day. Like I said, best podcast we've ever done.
Love it.
Aye. Guys, look out for the Patreon launching in 6 months. And subscribe to the YouTube channel, please.
As Grado says, ring the bell!
Ring the bell.
Oh, there's a picture of Grado, actually.
Oh, aye. And his bootcut jeans. There's Denzel.
There's Queen Latifah.
There's us getting sacked.
See you later,
See you
Trips.
later.